Okay guys, so in today's video we're going to talk about a very big news story that's kind of coming out right now, and it's saying that Visa has acquired the fintech company Plaid. So before I go into this, guys, I want to thank you so much for helping me pass 200 subscribers. Just smash that subscribe button so you continue to get notified when I make new videos, and be sure to give this video a like up if you enjoy it. So let's get into it exactly. So Visa stock is obviously one of my favorite stocks to own. The company is so well positioned. They assume no risk. The banks take all the risk, and you see that Visa logo everywhere. So they make money every time someone either swipes or taps the card, and they assume no financial risk on the transactions. All of the financial risk, all of the interest, all of the fees, that is taken from you by the bank. So Visa is simply the middleman. They don't assume any financial risk, and they get paid every time someone uses their card. So for me, this is a stock that I want to buy and hold forever. So let's talk a bit more about this exciting news. So there's an article posted on CNBC, Visa to acquire Plaid, the fintech powering Vimeo, other banking apps for $5.3 billion. So guys, if you guys use any type of app, if you use something like Acorns, Robinhood, you've probably seen this company in use without really knowing it. So Visa is paying $5.3 billion, roughly double the startup's last previous valuation. Plaid's API software lets startups connect to users' bank accounts and works with Venmo, Robinhood, Coinbase, in other words. So basically, these two guys, William Hockey and Zach Parrott, what they did was they made it easy for apps and things like that to connect your banking information. So for example, when you sign up for Robinhood and you want to make deposits, you need to connect your bank. Well, obviously, it would be very hard for Robinhood to go out and contact 20, 30,000 banks, and it just seems like a big hassle. So what they do is they use Plaid, and Plaid will find your bank account and make it easy for you to make transfers. And this has been one of the fastest growing kind of privately owned companies, and the company has a lot of high profile customers. So they've got customers like Coinbase, Gemini, Venmo, Robinhood. So this is something that is a great high growth company. And they said in December, Plaid said 25% of people in the United States with bank accounts have connected to the Fin company through their app. And look at some of the early investors in Plaid were Visa, MasterCard, along with Citi and American Express, Goldman Sachs as well. So why is this such a great acquisition? Well, it's here we go. In a news report from Al Kelly, Visa CEO, said Plaid has seen a compound annual growth rate of roughly 100% since 2015. Kelly said the Visa deal could help accelerate that growth. We are extremely excited about our acquisition of Plaid and how it enhances the growth trajectory of our business. Plaid is a leader in the fast-growing fintech world with best-in-class capabilities and talent. The acquisition, combined with our many fintech efforts already underway, position Visa to deliver even more value for developers, financial institutions, and customers. So now I want to actually go to the blog and check out the blog post. So here's a blog post from one of the co-founders, and as you can see here, very interesting about this company. So they deal with millions of customers with over 2,500 digital products, and now they're joining forces with Visa. Of course, Visa stock, a major company. So really exciting for these guys, the co-founder. These guys, they said they started this company from a tiny little office, and it's just two guys, and it's just kind of nice to see these guys do well. So now let's talk about what Plaid can actually do for Visa. So one of the reasons why I love this product is that it just helps Visa transform from what people are kind of saying that Visa is they're simply just a credit card company, and what they're doing is they're transforming into like a full-fledged fintech company. So the way Visa can obviously reach more people is they can kind of own a lot of these ancillary products. And we saw Google do the same thing. When Google started out, they were simply just a search engine, and then they acquired YouTube, and then they kept acquiring different little I would say 1 degree of separation businesses that helped them further their brand. So then, with Google, they used YouTube to kind of expand, and now they can serve ads on things like that. So what they can do with Plaid is they can simply bring more people under the Visa brand. And now that they're able to own this awesome technology that allows people to kind of connect their bank accounts, that's going to build more exposure for Visa and allow them to increase their transaction volume, because that's one of the main drivers for Visa stock is simply transaction volume. Transaction volume and cards issued. So right now Visa has, I can show you guys how many cards. So I just want to give you some numbers, guys, straight from the annual report. It's actually, Visa actually published their 2019 annual report already, so you guys can check it out on their investor relations website. But I want to just blow this up a little bit so you guys can see here. So, okay, so one of the key things driving Visa is basically these key metrics right here. So we've got total volume, payments volume, transactions processed, and cards issued. So by acquiring a Plaid network, that is a massive, massive thing, because they are now exposed to lots of customers that are going to be using Robinhood, all of these apps, and they're going to be exposed to the Visa brand. So as you can see here, Visa has 3.4 billion cards issued, and they produced 138 billion transactions, and all of these numbers have been trending up. So acquiring a company like this for $5 billion, very nice for the Visa brand. And like I said, with Plaid, there is a way that they make money. They have different kind of different plans. So they've got a free test plan. They can test up to live items, and then as people start to use their network, is pay as you go, and then they have a scalability program for 500 plus per month. So Plaid is actually making a ton of money from financial institutions who are using this, their basically, you know, their API to connect with people's bank accounts on their apps. So this is another way that Visa can make money. Visa can generate revenue from this business, and we should see more transparent numbers on how much money Plaid is making once it comes under Visa's brand, because before this was a privately owned company. So this is just really exciting news for I think Visa investors in general. We've been seeing Visa kind of, it's been running up quite nicely, but it's kind of approaching this 200 mark, and I think once Visa can pass $200, I think we're going to see a huge run up in price, because it's still in a range where it's not like over the $200 level, and I think that's a really, really key resistance level for this stock. So the fact that Visa is transforming now, and they have a lot of positive events coming up. They're one of the official sponsors for the Olympics. They're going to be getting a lot of exposure for that coming up. This company is at about a $340 billion company. And for the amount of revenue that Visa generates, I can show you guys here. Amount of revenue that you generated fiscal year 2019, it generated 22 billion in revenue, and net income was 12 billion, and earnings per share was $5.32. So guys, you know, these are some outstanding numbers, and I think that Visa is just simply too cheap. So I just wanted to just mention this, guys, really exciting acquisition with Plaid, and how this can be very bullish for Visa stock in the long term. I think this is great. I'm really happy for those guys, those two founders. Kudos for them for, you know, basically, you know, becoming billionaires, or almost billionaires, depending on how much stake they own. But really exciting news for everyone around, and hopefully this will help prepare Visa for $200 in the next level. So that's it for now, guys. Give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and take care.